Hey guys, Clumsy here. Happy New Year. Welcome back to Clumsy Trucking. How is everybody? Some people haven't had their New Year's yet, but close enough. So just a tad like so. Thanks for joining, despite being an awkward time, I think, for many people. Goodness. Hey, Super indeed. My goodness, thank you for the 25 SGD donation. Happy New Year. Hope this year is better for all of us. Definitely agree. Hoping for the best this 2021. So right now here in Singapore, it's officially New Year. 8 a.m. January 1. I believe in India, it's also New Year's. What is it there? 5:30? Let's go through the list of people. Thanks for joining. For some, it still is not quite there. 5 hours, 8 hours. 5 hours for Tom. Living in Eastern Time in the US. How are you, Tom? Belated happy birthday. Hope you had a great time. Great to see that you ordered a new PC. Well, hope it arrived early. Hope it arrives early, rather. Headset with microphone built in and a chair with a plug and a massage. Sounds fancy. Cool. Well, enjoy it. Let us know how it looks. Take some pictures and post it in Discord when it arrives. Good evening, Sonoma. 8 hours left there. Close enough. And we will be done with 2020. Mr. New Year indeed. How are you doing, Jay? Appreciate you joining. Happy New Year. Hey, Sky. Happy New Year as well. For those in Europe, it is officially New Year's already. I think even in the UK, it is New Year. Cool. Awesome stuff. Super. Thanks again for the came out of nowhere. Happy New Year, man. Enjoy lurking and see you around. Hey, Sansiniano. Appreciate it, man. Happy New Year. Thanks for dropping by. How's your PC? Still on? Magically turned on by itself. Sheng, Happy New Year. Congrats on the PC. When will it be arriving again? Has it shipped out already? Monster PC, you got like a 3090, right? Or something. All the top end stuff. Worth the wait. You earned it, man. Thanks for being in the front lines for us. Hey, Martin Magrossi, Happy New Year, guys. How's it going? Thanks for making it. I was actually doubting if anyone would be able to join because I didn't check it with anyone, and I just realized might be an awkward time to start a stream because people have stuff they need to do. New Year's Eve dinner and stuff like that. So thanks for making it despite that. Next week it'll be there. It's shipped. Awesome. Glad vaccines are rolling out now. Oh yes, exactly. Have you gotten your shot yet? I heard frontliners are getting the shot first, right? Official New Year will be April for Indian. Ah, okay. I see. I didn't know. Thanks for letting me know. Maybe similar to like those who celebrate Chinese or Lunar New Year, right? It will be sometime Jan-Feb. But because everyone else celebrates January 1, then it's kind of semi-New Year for them too. What do you call that? The April New Year for Indians. Yeah. No worries, Sheng. Glad you got your shot already. Enjoy dinner. Catch you in a bit. Switched it off again. Creepy. Alright. Let's get to trucking. Let's load it up. So there will be a video coming out later. I bought a truck. You might see it in the title. because Jon Ruda had 30% off until the end of the year. So I guess that that sale is over. Let's turn off the preview here. So I got myself a Kenworth W900L Highway Killer from Jon Ruda. That's the one. And of course, I'm pairing that with Zeemod's Cummins N14. So we'll drive around with this, and there will be a mod spotlight video later, so we can go through the different config options for this truck. But if you are a fan of the W900, and who isn't, right? Then this might be something you would be interested in, although it is quite pricey. It is payware, and it is, I think, full price is $30 USD, but because I bought it during the sales, I bought it for $20 USD. Still pricey, but I think it'll be worth it in the long run. So we'll check out the config options, the triangle count later in the mod spotlight, and then I have a silent trucking episode coming out on Sunday with this truck and engine combo, so you can hear it better. But for now, let's drive along and let's tweak it and let's test it and let's see what we can do with it in real time. It's still called New Year in English. Each state has their own name in their language. Ah, interesting. Didn't know that. TIL, is that how you say it? Learning my acronyms as well. Alright, that's the truck. There are like over 60 different skins that you can use, along with all the different bells and whistles you can add. So if you're a fan of config stuff, then that will be for you. I do want to head back into ProMods Canada area. So let's go and try and take some load from there. After all, the Christmas event is done, right? So we can make our way towards Canada again. Let's see what the farthest one we can go at is. Farthest one in British Columbia. Maybe we can drop by Blast House, have some New Year's Eve dinner there. Actually, that's the only one. Dry milk. Or nuts. Nuts sounds nice. Only 59 miles though, but that's going to be a good warm-up. Whoa! Just like that, it's snowing. Alright. Well, I'll take that. Hey Calvin, Happy New Year! Hello! Cummins N14 sounds. Now, interestingly enough, the startup, the idle, the other sounds are not very dramatic, but I think all the drama was put into the jake brake. Like, it siphoned all the dramatic sounds into the jake brake, so everything else is, it's not really bland, but it's just chill, you know. And I kind of like it the way it is. This is something that's cool though. Look at this one. Let me know if you notice something that's different. You're getting some GTA vibes here. Notice something on the ground. One of the bells and whistles from the truck. Rohan, come back. Where is Rohan? Did he drop by? I didn't see. Vancouver. Hey Simple, Happy New Year. 2021 Christmas is gone, sad face. But thankfully 2020 is gone as well. I know a lot of people have been waiting for that. Oh goodness, weather is not good. Doing good, man, doing good. My only regret is that vacation is over soon. After this weekend, after this extended weekend, be back to work on Monday. Dang it. Time flies so fast, both ways. If you make the engine sound louder than the other sound, it sounds nice. Ah, so you can increase the engine sound. That can work, but then again, it will be too loud when you get on the highway. So I think I'll leave it as is for now, because later on into it will get loud. Hey Emil, Happy New Year, how are you? Yar blah. We're dropping by your house for dinner. Heading into Canada. Where is the job that we are taking? There's the train. Not sure which route he's taking. Okay, not on our route, that's for sure. My goodness, the visuals are very bad, huh? Almost cannot see outside the road. You got some cool Christmas gifts. What did you get? Happy New Year in 8 hours for you. Same with Sonoma. You love the Jake on the engine. Oh yeah. Let's hear it, why not? In a bit. Should see the truck better as well in a bit after the lighting gets better. There it is. And I love how the Jake brake also varies. It's not a single tone. It changes depending on the rev, on the RPM of your gear. So the higher revs you're at, not only the louder but also the pitch, everything changes. It's very dynamic. How can you drive so far back from the windshield? You can't do that. Why not? Are we too far from the front? But if you look at the chair, it actually looks correct, doesn't it? Like, should be where our head is based on the chair positioning. Oh, definitely looking forward to 1.40. Don't think that will be arriving anytime soon though. But yes, definitely. Maybe we can do away with graphics mods. Probably not, but at least we won't be too dependent on them anymore. When the snow is gone, we'll roll down the windows and we'll see. Also, this truck seems to have a tint. You can see the difference in the lighting. So all the windows have tints. I'm not sure if that comes from the truck or from JBX. It should be from the truck. But I was reading through some JBX updates and he mentioned something about the tint on the Western Star or on the International, one of the trucks. So I was wondering if maybe it also was there for other trucks. But yeah, I'm a bit not sure about the tint, if I like it or not. Because it is very practical and it is very realistic. But it does dull out a bit the outside world. So I'm not sure if that's what we want. Quite interesting wiper layout here as well. That one instead of the uniform direction. Is the default W900 like that, really? I think first time I noticed that kind of wiper layout. It's the Cummins N14 indeed. You bought Flight Sim 2020 prematurely. Ah, Premium Deluxe, congrats. Yeah. Let me know how it goes when you get your PC. Ah, snow is dying down, thankfully. Good. Let's hear how the engine sounds from outside with windows open. Let's go full blast. If you want like the loudest engine, then this would be perfect. too shabby, not too loud either. Just right. What I find interesting though is my FPS seems to be smoother with this truck. And I find that really surprising because normally with Jon Ruda's truck you get a lot of detail, you get a lot of customizations. At the cost of optimization, the FPS is not the best normally with Jon Ruda's trucks. And in the mod spotlight, I look at the triangle count, and the triangle count is immense, just like his classic XL. But when you're inside the truck, it feels very different. And the triangle count is very different as well compared to when you're in the truck config screen. We'll check that out later. I'll show you what I mean. There's a bit of mystery there that you might help me uncover. Teach you how not to crash. I might not be the best person for that. In ancient times, those wipers were standard. There it is. It will be better later when we have proper use of the jake brake. We're not just forcing it. Never see you fly a 747 unless Jack forces you. Jack forced me to fly a 747 once on stream. Didn't end well for me. Too scared to try. Yeah. Maybe let's wait for the 747 to become decent first before we fly it. Is this the one? Should be. Hey Ark, Happy New Year, man. How are you? How was our New Year's Eve? Hope the job is still here. It is. Okay, good. I can take that. Neighbors are shooting off fireworks. We didn't have our usual fireworks here in Singapore. I think it was more localized instead of having like one major fireworks show in the center of the country and everyone being there. They tried to separate it so that people won't gather around so much, and they had mostly like online sessions, which is not as fun, but it is a lot safer. Very responsible celebrations. Let's turn around here. Sounds like gunshots. Oh, I'm sure, especially for the dogs, for our pets. New Year is not the best time. I remember when we had a dog back in Manila, that would be the scariest time for them. They would be running all over the place because it's everyone in the Philippines. It's the norm that every household has their own fireworks. So come at 12 midnight, even before, you'll hear all the fireworks from each house. And it will be kind of like an unofficial contest who has the best fireworks. So each family would come up would buy their own fireworks and would light it up, and so it would be very noisy everywhere. And the dogs absolutely hated that. Poor them. I think with all the dogs that we've had through the years, there was only one who was not scared. Everyone else was like running around and trying to scramble for safety. You're good. Just enjoying Zeemod's new N14. Yeah, the jake brakes are really the best. I'm not sure if overall it's my favorite sounds. I think overall I like the DD still. Wow, that's not the best parking, huh? We'll take that. But yeah, over the jake brakes is definitely, this one is top notch. Oh, that looks good. Now we can see it better. The truck. Let me show you as well what I mean. If you turn on the mini console here. Yeah, because the triangle count is not so... It's not so dependable because the triangles, it counts everywhere in the scene. So it's hard to really get an idea. But let me see. So if we save this beforehand. I showed this in the mod spotlight vid, but just as an early teaser of sorts. So that's the default W900. It has 1.4 million triangles. Compare that with the Highway Killer from Jon Ruda. It's 5.5 million. So it's what, 2-3 times more in terms of triangles. It does look a lot more detailed and it has so much more config options. But yeah, it's pretty heavy on the triangles, especially on the inside. This is the default interior and this is with interior-exterior reworks, I think, from Alexei P. So this has a mod in there. So this is like 2 million triangles. Compare that with the mod is 12 million triangles, right? So you can expect it is much heavier in FPS really. This is similar to how the classic XL is. But when you actually drive it, so it's 12 million here, but when you actually drive it, I don't quite understand. It goes down to 3 million when you're zoomed out. So like 4 million here, and when I lean forward, it becomes around 5 million. I don't know why the number of triangles increase with that. Later on it will be, in the video it's more apparent, it's like from 4 million to 7 million even if I just lean forward. But I don't get it. But yeah, it's a mystery to me. So the triangle count is a bit confusing sometimes because it counts the other factors as well, the scenery. But yeah, so far FPS has been pretty smooth for me. Now I can catch up to chat. 1 second. Aren't letting anyone gather at Times Square this year. Ah, yeah, they're doing the online thing as well. I see. That's true. Is this truck free? No, it's Jon Ruda. Jon Ruda has payware stuff. It's 30 USD. Original price. Not sure if he still has the sale on. He had the sale for a couple of weeks for the holidays. 30% off. So I got it for 20 USD. I think I'd like the windows closed. Actually hear them getting muffled. Nice insulation effect. Oh, that trailer doesn't want to move at all. My goodness. Did the event end yet? No, not yet. I think the Christmas deliveries is going on until Jan 17, if I remember correctly. So you can still catch up. Been at your mom since the 21st. When will you be coming back? Maybe you'll still have time. Happy New Year, Gamaste. How are you? That was New Year's Eve. You guys celebrate? Won't be home till the... Is that second? Oh yeah, you should have more than enough time then. Once you get back. Say John, welcome to the stream. How are you? Happy New Year. Also, I like in particular this huge shifter. I'm actually not sure if that's ergonomic, but I've seen other people like, have that kind of shifter layout in real life trucking videos. I don't know, maybe it's cool, maybe it's functional, maybe they can reach it better, but it just looks weird. But it looks fun at the same time. At least now we get better visuals. No more snow. Hey DH! Thanks for dropping by, man. Happy New Year. How was our New Year's Eve? Made it up to 8 loads. Oh, that's plenty. We're halfway there. Like the subtleness of the sounds. Subtle might not be the best word to describe it, especially not with a jake brake. But it is pretty chill until you hear the jakes. Need to put the steer horns on the nose of this truck. Steer horns on the nose of this truck. Is there an add-on like that? That's a good idea. Let's check. Where is the nearest mechanic? Well, once we get here, we can then drop by. Oh, there's no mechanic nearby. Yeah, we'll have to probably drop by Vancouver. Oh, I think there is a lack of mechanics here in Canada. That's the one. In Cook. Yeah, we can drop by there first. Later, afterwards. There are a lot of config options in a... Yeah, I think I probably missed some of them. There's also an interior light you can turn on. If you turn on your beacons, you get interior lighting like that, so it's a bit brighter. Kinda nice, especially when it's bright outside, but you still want to see your cabin. Then you can turn that on, that light there. Nice addition. If you get a new PC, there's an option in there. Once you enter the game, before you enter your profile, there is a config or edit button. There should be a checkbox there. A checkbox to say if it's Steam Cloud, to use Steam Cloud or not. Something to that effect. Hey Warrior. Happy New Year. Thanks for joining. How are you? Entering Canada now. We're switching to kilometers per hour in Celsius once we cross here. Let's do that while waiting for our documents to get properly checked out. Can go kilometers and Celsius. Happy New Year, man. Hopefully 2021 has better things in store for us. You guys remember when 1.40 will be coming out? When SCS mentioned? They gave us some very rough timelines, right? I only remember they said Q1. But I remember them giving out a bit more detailed than that. Like testing on January, something like this. If anyone remembers, let me know. Okay, we'll need to weigh ourselves first. Manila map mod. I don't actually. Where have you seen that? I think I remember Beng and Jay mentioning that someone was working on Manila, but I didn't know if it was. I didn't know it was released yet at all. How big is the map nowadays? I mean ATS map? It has become much more huge with all the additions, the official DLC. So we have a more rectangular map now, and then we have Mexico map mods and a little bit of Canada map mod from ProMods here. So it has progressed quite a bit. Won't be running out of roads anytime soon, and you're not sacrificing quality for the sake of having more roads to drive in. I like it. Oh crap, almost missed the scale, my bad. Hey AK, Happy New Year. GG. Let's go and stop here. I'm also using the updated JBX Graphics mod. There was an update that should improve the lighting, although it's not officially working or not officially supported to work with Frosty mod in map mods yet, but it works good enough, and I did the unofficial patch, so I'm sticking with it. Yes, I'm using ProMods. That's where we are right now, in Canada, British Columbia. Second, pull out here before that guy comes out. Silent trucking video I made is coming out on Sunday. I think I chose the perfect spot for it. It highlights the jake brakes immensely because I chose the, what do you call it again? The Coke Highway, but the downhill. So the one coming from Merritt going down to Hope, passing through Bellingham. So there is a huge area which is downhill where you just have jake brakes on the entire time. So it highlights the beauty of the jake brakes of this engine mod. Maybe we can do that in this stream as well. Let's look for some roads that are downhill so that we can experience it for ourselves firsthand. We'll try and look somewhere, go to the northeast of Canada and look for the ones which are more downhill than uphill. We'll look for those areas with the brake check ones. That's a good indication that that road is downhill. Not doing any giveaway at all. Not at the moment. Do you need any giveaway? You, the legendary J. Nah, I know it's not for you. I don't know, I'm just not a... I'm not sure how to give it actually. I thought of doing one during the New Year's stream, but then I got so busy with the convoy and the conversations, and there was no time for so much interaction. Oh, look at the skyline here. Oh, that is beautiful. But yeah, we'll see when the mood takes us, when we have more people, when we have more happenings. Headlights are on. There is that weird sound though, like a dog that is crying. It's a bad description, but the engine, when you shift up, the engine has that kind of sound when it shifts gears. And initially, when I was driving offline, I was hearing that and I thought that there was like a dog crying in the background. And eventually I realized, no, it's just the engine. So I'll point it out to you, but if you're wearing headphones, you might be hearing it later on. In the upper gears, I think it's more apparent when we're on the highway and revving up, shifting up. Hey Cookie. Yes, this will be uploaded to YouTube. Glad you caught me today. Happy New Year, man. How are you? I think I'll have to approach it from that side on the left. I am lagging out here though, weirdly enough. Losing frames? Not really. It's my game that's lagging. I've gotten this weird behavior once before. Don't know what triggered it, but yeah, hopefully it smoothens out after a while. We'll see. Hang in there for now, guys. Those are all the names for New Year. Wow. So much text. Thanks for the info. I hate blindside reversing. Second. Actually, that's not too bad, is it? Oh, interesting. Maybe we can still make it work. Let's look outside again. Okay, maybe that didn't go as well as I planned. Something like that. Counter it out. Wow, it accepted that? How? How come? Oh, it's not too bad. I'll take it. Let's go and look for the config options. Let's go to the mechanic. That should be right there. Wow, that's a lot. 69 kilometers just to... Okay, because we'll have to cross the highway. I remember when I did a silent trucking video, I think I got lost here. I missed my turn and had to loop around the entire way or something here maybe. I think this might be the one. And then I had to loop around here. Interesting junction, this one. It would be better if we explored this in the morning though. So better if we find a slot first there. So we sleep, check out the viewpoint, and then we go to that mechanic. Can I do a turn kind of thing here? Dang it. Did I hit now? Probably the trailer. 139 update for his Volvo FHD 13K sound mod. Oh, nice. Awesome, yeah. I do miss driving the Volvo FH, but I have been holding back on it because, yeah, the sound mods. There is, I think, someone who did the sound mod compatibility, updated it unofficially. Not Krishbom himself, but oftentimes I'm a bit more reserved in trying those sounds out. Sometimes the quality is not the best, but it depends on who does it. DD60, yeah, I think overall DD60 still has my vote. Especially with the update, the update has grown on me. I think it should be this one, this small road, I think. That's where we should be going. Also for the giveaway, it kind of is forced if you do that today. It's a bit awkward to do a giveaway out of nowhere. We'll see when something comes up and when it feels more natural, then we'll do a giveaway. Happy New Year, Bri. How are you, man? Yeah, it's a bit awkward, Jay. That giveaway topic coming out from nowhere. Let's line it up. There we go. Still not the best lighting, but that should improve as the day goes by. FH with Krishbom's official update. Nice. Which FH will you be using? I think Eugene still hasn't updated his, right? I think Jay shared that Pendragon updated his version, though it has been so long since I tried Pendragon's version. Yeah, long time, Bri. How are you? Is it New Year there yet? Yeah, I think there's also been an improvement in the skyboxes for night. Although the full moon, I think, is oftentimes weak. I think with JBX, that was his weak point. The full moon doesn't look very believable. But then again, with the limitations, I think, with the skyboxes, it's really hard to do. I remember there were issues before, like having two moons and stuff like that. It's not perfect. So I think considering, that looks great. It's 1:45. Ah, nice. Happy New Year then. You'll be using Pendragon's Volvo. Ah, I see. Pendragon's Volvo, does it modify the default truck or is it a standalone? Forza is still here. Yeah, unfortunately, this truck still is not supporting the cabin accessories DLC from ATS. It does support Cecil's cabin accessories, but not the official ATS cabin accessories yet. So you won't see the nice phone GPS on the left and the other nice accessories that you can add normally in other trucks. Hopefully we'll get an update for that, because he did that already for the Jon Ruda, made it already for the Classic. So hopefully the rest of his trucks follow. I think he's also planning on some more updates for this truck, because I think given the number of configurations, there are a lot, but comparing with these other trucks, there's not that much for this one in particular. Happy New Year, Orana. Yeah, glad you were able to drop by today. Officially New Year there as well, right? Pendragon's Volvo replaces the default. Alright though, thank you. I think so too. How was it in terms of config options? It's been so long since I tried it. I've been using Eugene's for forever whenever I drive the Volvo FH. Driving next to the train. It's a bit laggy here though. Might be too many objects in this area. Ah, yes, thank you for reminding me, Chris. I always mix it up. How have you been, man? What have you been up to these days? Done any modding recently? Yeah, Singapore. No travel this year. Not risking it. It has been a very unusual year, that's true. I'm sure everyone is excited for 2021 and the new hope that it brings. Getting away from 2020 as soon as possible. 2020 has been pretty challenging. For some people more than others. Though thankfully, 2020 has been very good for the channel. With all the blessings that came in. Looking back, I don't often look back, but I think this is as good a time as any. Microsoft Flight Sim came out. The channel really got a huge boost when that came out. And I'm really enjoying that sim. Happy to see that people in this community there are many people, much more people inclined for flight sims now. Before it was like purely truck sim. Now we have two sides of that picture. And it's nice to have that variety. Nice to have people to talk with as well who are interested in flight sims. So yeah, got a lot of new subs when Microsoft Flight Sim came out. And then, yeah, ultimately, Microsoft Flight Sim is also the reason why I got the 3080. So I got a 3080 from Asus. Huge thanks again to Asus. But that wouldn't have happened if not for you guys, for sure. You're the number one reason why that would happen. And then the number 2 reason is the Microsoft Flight Simulator, because ASUS found me because I was making flight sim videos and they wanted to feature the 3080 in flight sim. So it all fell into place. Yeah, I saw that statement, Jay. I'm not inclined to agree. Maybe it depends on what you see. But the last time I tried it, even maxing out the settings, the performance was not as good and the visuals were definitely not as good. I see much more jagged edges. If you're on 4K, that's a different picture. Like on 4K, you won't need NPI at all. But on lower resolutions, it's very apparent without NPI, at least for my taste. So I'm pretty hesitant to turn off NPI. For example, I know Alex is playing in 4K and he doesn't use NPI at all. He doesn't need it. With 4K, you don't get those jagged edges anymore. But on 1440, you still get a lot of them with default graphics. Hey Eric, Happy New Year, man. If it even gets in stock. Yeah, I know, right? Hopefully the stocks also catch up with the demand. I think most of the things these days, right? Only PC parts, but consoles, all techie stuff. Or in limited stocks. Hey Alex, speaking of the devil. How are you, man? Happy New Year. How many hours is it left there? 4 hours left? Thanks for joining, man. Have you had your New Year's Eve dinner yet? Jake Break sounds awesome. Yeah, I think that's the highlight of this Cummins N14 from Zeemod. Amazing Jake breaks. Cyberpunk 2077 and 30 FPS. Yeah, it is a bit fast paced, so you would need more than 30 FPS ideally. 30 FPS is playable but not very conducive, I guess. Control-Alt-Del. Nice name. Oh, this is where we're turning. That one, you guys hear? Oh, it's not the shifting up. That one, when you let go of the gas. It's like a dog crying or a cat meowing. It sounds like an animal. Not sure if that's really how it should sound. You've upgraded other PC components and the GPU remains. Talk about Alex on that topic. He would be able to relate very well. Ah, out of town for New Year's Eve. Nice. Enjoy, man. Thanks for dropping by. No worries. Yeah, I understand it's a very awkward time for a stream. 4 hours left. Yeah. I don't know. I might try it for science. Turning off NPI. But I'm not expecting so much. You are on 4K though, right, Jay? Yeah, like Blah is giving praises, non-stop praises since he moved to NPI. That's also my experience. Let's go and change some stuff here. So you can get that custom grille for a bit of different feel. I won't go through all the parts right now, but I'm looking. Well, it doesn't seem we have that. Was it DH who recommended it? The thing on the hood? I don't think there is any other hood accessory. At least not in this truck. It's not even a bull bar or anything like that. So yeah, I think in terms of customization, W900 is not the powerhouse, but it is definitely a lot more than what the default SCS offering is or has. I'll go through all of these in more detail later in the video if you're interested in checking out the parts. But yeah, it's definitely a lot more than default SCS. And the one on the, what do you call it? The underground, the undercarriage lighting, that one, bottom light. So you can have that light either turning on together with the parking lights or when you're turning on the beacons, if you want them separate, something like that. The odd noise you hear is wastegate flutter. Thanks, Alex. Okay, now that makes sense. Happy New Year, Control Alt Del. What is a wastegate flutter? Sorry for having you type on mobile. Explaining technical things on mobile, I can imagine, is not very friendly for the thumbs. Tank cover. Can't really see it. Yeah, we can go with that. I think that's okay. So yeah, I don't think there is any other accessory in there. We do have a lot of steering wheel options though. That's a default. Just quite nice. Especially if you have interior exterior reworks. But here you have other types as well. And I'm particularly fond of that one. It's like the SCI steering wheel, that one, but with a Kenworth logo. So it's pretty Kenworthy. Wooden floor, anyone? Actually, it looks quite nice, huh? That looks pretty slippery. I think that one would be better. Although I guess this one would be harder to clean for maintainability. This one doesn't have any hood mirrors either, I think. Yeah. Unless... I wonder if it's conflicting with interior-exterior reworks. That might be a good experiment. Let's try that. Okay. Hey, Patrick! Glad you're able to join, man. Sorry for the awkward timing. Thanks for joining. How are you? Pretty close to New Year. Different resolutions, but you removed NPI completely now. I don't know. It might be I don't know. But yeah. In-game graphics is, for me, not acceptable. I guess it depends on the taste. I wanted to try removing interior-exterior reworks by LXAP just to see if it would change anything. It should be that one, IER Mega Pack. That one and that one. If the game doesn't crash, we'll see. Had antlers on your nose in the Pinga video. This is a different truck. This is by Jon Ruda. This is not the truck from Pinga. Yeah, that's a good point. Pinga actually has his W900 version as well. Pendragons replaces SCS Volvo when you want to use... okay. Make sure you pick a D13K engine. That's perfect actually. Because I also want to try out Trejon 0.2. In case you guys didn't hear, Trejon has now gotten an update. And yeah, it looks pretty... The update looks pretty significant comparing with the map they had before in the additional areas. Looks pretty promising. But I was looking for which truck to drive with it. And yeah, looks like if that's going to be a thing, then could work. Volvo FH in Netherlands. So I don't think anything changed, which is good. I think everything still stayed the same without the interior-exterior reworks mods. So I don't think we have any mod conflict. The dots are still the same as well. Okay, so I think you can keep that on and not have it conflict with what you have here. Nice. That is the default Kenworth steering wheel as well. Without the interior-exterior reworks mod, that becomes lower quality. But we're sticking with this one, the one that comes with the truck. Chat keeps disconnecting. Wastegate, no worries, Alex. No worries, man. Wastegate relieves excess turbo boost, keeps from damaging the engine. Ah, I see. I think I get high level what it does. And does it really sound like that? Like a, what do you call it? Like a crying dog. I don't like the sound personally. It sounds it's not a pleasant sound to hear. Alright, DH. Happy New Year. Thanks for hanging out with us, man. Things look smoother now. Seems smoother. Let's go and get a job here. And of course, there is nothing that's going the way we planned. We can try and drop by Vancouver, but there's no job either. Well, what we can do probably is take something to Idaho, but take the long way around. Go around Canada instead. That can work. Not fond of the sound. I like the sound in general, like all of it, except that, what do you call it? Wastegate. What did Alex call it? Wastegate something. That one I don't like. But everything else, it's amazing. Later on, as we get into the higher gears, I think we'll hear that better. I'll point it out again. Flutter, there you go. Wastegate flutter. Yeah, I seriously thought there was a crying cat or dog in the background when I was recording something, when I was doing the silent trucking video yesterday. And when it kept happening over and over, I was like, wait a minute, is that coming from the game? And then I found out it's part of the engine sounds. Let's pick it up first. IKEA, okay. Hopefully, will not be out. The job will not expire when we get there. Oh, I haven't downloaded the Chevron to Chevron yet. Gas stations mod. You were stepping on a cat. I thought that's how it sounded like. I know, right, Ark? For sure I will subscribe to each one of them. Still not hearing it. Oh, there it is, there it is. There. Like a cat meowing or crying. so you can hear better. That one. You guys hear? So look when I let go of the pedal. I think you hear it better with the windows closed. Only happens in 7th gear and up, I think. Okay, here we go. That one. Like a meow. Anyway, I guess I'll get used to it eventually. Sounds like the wastegate indeed. Okay, thank you for confirming. ABBox, thanks for joining the stream. Do other engines not have that wastegate flutter thing? I think it's the first time I heard that kind of squeal. He uploaded new air brake sounds today. Oh yeah, I saw that one. Is it good? I think I'm using ones from Krishboom at the moment. Krishboom has air brakes and what do you call this? Shifting sounds and stuff like that. Oh, please don't hit. Please don't hit. Thank you. This IKEA prefab is like something from ATS 2. With how skimpy it is. It feels like it's not built for US trucks. 3408 or something loud and beastly. I wouldn't know anything about that, but I leave it to you guys. Oh, that's great to hear, Bubox. I was just talking about how happy I am that we are starting to grow the flight sim community in the channel. Thanks, appreciate it. Yeah, I was talking about the blessings in 2020 despite the challenges. Overall, 2020 has been a very good year for the channel. And that's mainly thanks to you guys. Thank you for the non-ending support. And I know I can be difficult sometimes, can be stubborn. So thank you for sticking around and still supporting. And hope the blessings will continue to come in. Maybe a new CPU by 2021. That will be the... oh crap, this will not end well for that FedEx trailer. Yeah, the next up on my list in terms of upgrades. So I've gotten a couple of upgrades in 2020. Let's go through them one by one. I can't remember when I upgraded my CPU. Was it 2020 or was it 2019? But I moved from a Ryzen 1600 to a Ryzen 3700X. And that leap in CPU performance was amazing. So I don't really have any complaints with the 3700X. What I mainly have an improvement area in right now is the cooler. My CPU temps are not very good. The cooler I have is not optimal for a Ryzen 3rd gen. Crap, how the heck am I going to go around here? Alright, Alex, have a happy new year. Thanks for dropping by, man. Thanks for taking the effort of joining on mobile. Feel sorry for your thumbs. Catch you next time. Catch you on Discord. So yeah, we got the upgrade for the CPU. And then because of Microsoft Flight Sim, I promised myself I would upgrade to whatever it would take so that I won't be limiting myself in Flight Sim in FS 2020, so I can get the best performance. I'll upgrade. And so I went and upgraded to 32 gigs. How the heck am I going to reverse here, guys? I think I have to enter in reverse. Yeah. It's a very skimpy prefab. Alright, Chris. Catch you in Discord, man. Thanks for dropping by here. Appreciate it. And thanks for reminding me of the name change. That has been a mystery for me for quite some time. Like, I remember, I know this guy, but I can't remember. Now I can connect the dots. That 3408 is Rabbinicus. Ah, I see. Hey, worst gamer ever. Happy New Year, man. How many hours till New Year there? I think it will take forever before I park this, but that will give me enough time to do a monologue kind of thing, so no problem, no rush. So yeah, aside from the CPU, if that was indeed 2020, of course my goldfish memory doesn't help in this case. I upgraded my RAM from 16 to 32 gigs. That helped a lot in Flight Sim, reduced the stutters, so I'm not worrying about that anymore, not worrying about RAM anymore. And then I was fortunate enough to get that deal with Asus to get a new GPU. So no complaints there at all. And then I got these new monitors as well, thanks to them again. So the only missing thing for me, I could do with a CPU upgrade, although it's not essential. But I think what would be better is actually the cooler. Because right now my temps are at 70 plus. And sometimes it's hitting 80 plus when the CPU is boosting itself. So I think the CPU, the cooler is not able to keep up so much anymore. Really? Ah, tightest prefab ever. I hate it. Little less than 4 hours. Nice. So yes, happy to be getting away from 2020, but one can't deny the blessings along the way. So thank you 2020, goodbye, and hopefully 2021 will be even better. I'm going to cheat. Otherwise it's going to take so much time. Third person reversing and just forcing it. And if this doesn't work, then I'll just teleport in. How would you approach this, guys? Because I kind of find it hard to believe that you would reverse all the way from the entrance given that skimpiness. I guess you would have to make a U-turn somewhere. Blindside park the trailer in one of the empty garage area to turn around. I tried that, but it didn't seem like there was enough space. Probably there was, my angle was just not correct. Okay, let's try that here. Okay, maybe now don't hit that. Yeah, sucks for reversing. Happy New Year, Equalizer. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, 2021 will be better. Okay, let's see if that will work. They apparently know that dark magic. I wonder how they place those trailers. Oh, there we go. That kind of, I think, works, but not really, because there are boxes here as well. This is my hatest prefab. Yeah, ProMods Team does like to have these challenging parking areas, which is nice. Can be frustrating as well at times, depending on your mood. There you go. Almost there, but not quite. Oh, we heard it again. Wastegate thingy. There you go. Take from back end off. I know, right? Easy peasy. Not sure that's how I would describe it. But thankfully, that worked in the end. Alright, that's where we have to position it. Let's do so. So what happens when the prefab is full of trailers? And there's absolutely no chance. You have to reverse in. See how that works. I might have reversed a bit too late. Hopefully I can catch up with it. Yeah, this does not look good. Let's do that again. Okay, one more time. Start the reverse so much earlier so that we don't have to do that super sharp turn. Make it a very gentle turn like so. That I think should work. About here on this side, we do have some space here. Looks pretty good. The window. That's still not good enough though. Very tricky. This trailer I found is so hard to maneuver. It's a 53 foot trailer. But I think the axle positioning makes it very hard to turn. I notice it also when turning 90 degrees in intersections. Very stubborn trailer. That one looks better. Not the best, but I think it will work. How they are in real life, really stubborn. Yeah, with the US trailers, I guess that's the way it goes. Oh my goodness, still not getting it. This is the longest parking ever. I think I remember this IKEA prefab. I also got this lag when I did this before. Oh my goodness, that's even worse. What's happening? Okay. Do a refresh. Approach it with a fresh approach. Okay, you can do this. It's not blind side, so it shouldn't be that hard. Maybe we just need to turn sharper. Okay, that looks promising. Okay. That's perfect. There we go, barely there. Get their pay docked every time they put it in reverse more than once. Is that true? Goodness. I wouldn't be earning anything then. Let's have a look at the map. Woohoo, finally. I do want to pass by. One sec. Got me sweaty. So that's Bellingham. Do want to pass by through Canada here. That might actually work better. If you go through there. Oh, that's going through past the Coke. Probably not that one. This one looks better. Okay, we can go with that. And then we transition to this other exit here. Cool. I can get that. Yeah, it took ages. Goodness, this spot. Let's get out of here and never come back. This is like 2020. Let's leave it behind. This is 2020 in a nutshell. How metaphorical. Be able to turn right, but I think it might not. Oh, it actually allowed me. Nice. Yeah, stay away from IKEA in the US. Keep that in Europe. Prefab is Europe sized. That is part of a mod. So this entire map that we're in is part of a mod by the ProMods team, so it's not official content, but yeah, the details are amazing. It can classify as official content with how nice it looks. Actually, we haven't taken a screenshot yet, have we? Let's take a screenshot here. This would be a nice shot with all those winding junctions. There you go. You have the skyline at the back. Oh, that's perfect. Give it a bit of twist. Oh, there's even a train there. Oh, awesome. Okay, let's get an overhead shot like so. It looks pretty nice. Also be something like that, I guess. First, hey Scotsman, Happy New Year. How many hours left there? Hopefully we'll encounter some downhill slopes, so we can test out the Jake brakes in its full effect. How have you been, man? I saw in Discord you were trying to get back into trucking. Did you manage? Oh, that's deep. Very nice bridge, this one though. Would be nice for a photo. Maybe let's try to take a photo when we get to the end. Messed up that shifting. Which angle is better? How do you get NL for ATS? You don't. Remind me, were you part of the closed beta before? Because Jay was telling us even the site is down now. Doesn't exist anymore. So you can't even download it officially even for ATS 2. Oh, that actually looks pretty nice. This kind of grill is starting to grow on me as well. Custom grill. That looks pretty good. You were a beta tester. Ah, nice. Then you should have the files, right? So what have you not been able to make work? Is it incompatible? Oh, I love that jailbreak. The truck itself, despite the triangles, I mentioned the FPS is pretty good despite the triangle count. But aside from that, the feeling, it feels very solid. Like it feels really that the whole truck is down on the ground. The balancing, the physics of each of the axles is very nice. Feels very sturdy. So the experience it gives as you drive around the roads is very stable. Feels very real. Yeah, not sure what else you are missing. SVN itself is down, but if you still have the files, then you should still be able to use them. But if you lost them, if you deleted them before, then you won't be able to download them again, I don't think. Wastegate thingy sounding off again. Why is the mountain flickering in and out like that? Interesting. I don't remember encountering that before. Would it be a side effect of... thinking. JBX maybe? He did say that map mods and Frosty mod is not yet supported fully. Maybe. You have the files, okay. Good. You will need to download the 138 or 139 fix though. There should be some links in the mods list. If you look under ETS2 natural looks there is the unofficial fix to 138. That should also be applicable for ATS. I think I just copy pasted the exact file and it worked. Also have to modify the manifest file inside your files to make it compatible with the latest version. So you'll have to delete the compatibility version or compatible version line or add 139 in there. Either way works. Yeah, exactly what Jay mentioned. Oh, look at that view. Beautiful. And now it's much smoother. The skipping a while ago was only because of IKEA. IKEA and ATS doesn't mix very well, looks like. Hey Super, Happy New Year. How are you? Hey Jesse. Man, enjoy your stream. Thanks for dropping by. Year. Yar, Jack, you made it. Happy New Year, man. How are the celebrations? Dinner done? Do you guys have dinner? Yeah, that's something that I'm not sure if that's only in my family or if I probably asked this before and I forgot. I'm not sure if it's only in my family or if it's a Filipino thing or if it's global. In my family before, we used to have 2 meals. One dinner, so like New Year's Eve dinner, like the usual dinner time. One sec, just see where I should be going. I think I should be going on the right. And then, one second, check the speed limits here. Okay, good. And then when midnight hits, we have another meal, a smaller meal. But that's when we have the cheese, the bread, the hot cocoa, and stuff like that. For you guys, how does the meal work? Nowadays, we don't do that anymore because it's too much. I think it's when you're kids, you can still handle it, but as you get more years in, it's not so feasible anymore. So me and Mrs. Clumsy, we have the New Year's Eve dinner. We had dinner last night with some friends, family members, online sessions. But that was during dinner time itself. You drink tequila? Oh crap. You drink. That's the way to do it. Yeah, we did the same last night. That's why I woke up a bit later today. Thankfully still in time for the stream though. Finished a bottle of wine last night. Went over to the corner shop and they gifted you a bottle of red wine. It's half gone. Nice, sounds fun. How nice of them. Oh, look at how beautiful this is. I think I also took a photo here last time. I was driving through here, one of the videos. Look at that view. Hey Orion. Thanks for joining the stream. How are you? Happy New Year. Is it New Year there yet? Or close enough maybe? Good. Oh, I'll take that. Thanks for following, Orion. Appreciate it. I absolutely love the signage here in ProMods. I can actually relax when I'm here in this area. There are some areas in the game where you can relax and just like go on autopilot. You know that feeling like your mind is elsewhere, either listening to music, listening to podcasts, or thinking about something else, and you leave you're driving in autopilot mode basically. I can do that in some areas like Colorado, Washington, Oregon not so much, Nevada definitely not, in California. But yeah, in some of these newer areas, I am confident enough with the signage that it is complete, that I can go on autopilot and just follow the signs and I will be safe. They will tell me when I need to slow down. I don't need to look at each bend and worry. I can just rely on the signs and I'll be okay. And it's the same here in ProMods Canada. So amazing work by the ProMods team here, that you can just go full on, follow whatever the signs give you, and you should be safe. Just keep your eyes on the signs. Very nice feeling. Like this one, let's try it out, 60 kilometers per hour. So let's slow down here. As long as we're driving in 60, we should be fine. Looks like it. Pretty good. .5 hours to go. Close enough. Happy New Year. Yeah, interesting. It doesn't. Thanks for the host. It did appear in my notifications. There might be like a minimum number. I'm not so sure. Appreciate the host. 70 here, let's slow it down. Thanks. Need to update VT log as well. I think it should be automatic for VT log unless you have such an old client. But normally it auto updates itself. So just run the game twice, like load it once, let it update, then close the game, then load it again, then you should be fine. Oh, here we go, brake check. You know what that means? Coming up would be a steep downhill where we can test our Jake brake in full glory. Awesome. Nice. Gear coming in even with the button box. Grats. Can imagine the experience that gives. Probably have an old client. Yeah, you might have to update. You can look at the console to see. Amsterdamian tequila. Well, that's no good. I have a steering wheel as well. A G27 and an ALMAR SKRS shifter. Sensor hearing, so for proper range and splitting. For the shifting, for the manual shifting. That's basically it. Well, track IR and all the bells and whistles. No, but I don't have a button box. Although some people here are tempting me to get a side panel. Thankfully, I don't have enough space in my table, so I can stay a bit away from temptation. No side panel. Not paying 100 for a shifter mod. Much cheaper to make it DIY. Well, good for you that you can do DIY stuff, because me personally, anything that involves handicrafts I am no good at. So I'd rather buy it. Yeah, I really envy those people who have DIY skills. Jack is one of those as well. He makes his own tables and stuff. How's that coming along, by the way, Jack? You finished it, right? The SciTech, what do you call it? For your HOTAS? The mount thingamajig? It's pretty cool. Yeah, the head tracker I highly recommend. It's so good for sims, for flying, for trucking. So you don't have to use the mouse for scrolling around, moving the camera around. This highway though, you have to be a bit more hands-on because it's not a flat speed limit. So many bends, you have to really balance it out and check the the signs like this one is 30, even though the speed limit is officially 80. Here they recommend 30 kilometers per hour. Very sharp hairpin there. Finished it nice. Altered it the other day, should put a pic in Discord. Looking forward to it. That's the best I can manage with DIY stuff. Looking at other people's photos. I'm no good at DIY. I remember even like Christmas wrapping, like cutting the, you know, when you're wrapping your own gifts. Back during the time when we met face to face and gave gifts to each other. Remember those days? When I tried wrapping my own gifts, I couldn't even cut in a straight line. It would always be like jagged, like this highway, like this road that we're driving in. Like absolutely hopeless with DIY stuff. I tried, but it doesn't try back. Already in a bunch of discords. Oh yes, I think that's the story for most of us. Discord is really becoming a widespread thing these days. Almost everyone has their own server. Makes me wonder what we did before Discord. How did we get in touch with each other? Ordering the wireless track IR Pro clip tomorrow. Nice. TeamSpeak. Oh my goodness, old school. MIRC. I think MIRC is for the 90s kids. If you grew up in the 90s, MIRC would be very familiar to you. MIRC chat. Was it Twitch still works under that kind of technology, I think. What is stamps? Don't think that's my generation though. Might be a generation gap there. Happy New Year, Silas. How are you? Thanks for joining. Oh, I was thinking of some other like digital stamp or like an app that was called Stamps. You're referring to the real thing? Oh my goodness, yeah, that's old school. Actually, I remember still using stamps. When I first moved to Singapore, I had to send a letter, like via snail mail, to, I can't remember, to a bank or something, I think. And I had to buy stamps. I was like, how do you make this work? Apparently, it's still a thing. Now they have this fancy, here in Singapore at least, they have these fancy machines where you can like weigh the thing that you're sending, even if it's like a piece of paper. You can weigh it, you can measure the dimensions in that machine, and it will tell you how much the stamp needs to be. And then you can buy the stamp there. Very straightforward now. Yeah, the entire thing about having to put in the address in the middle, then having your return address in the corner, stuff like that. Like, oh my goodness, those were the days. Is it New Year there yet, Celis? Or is that Zales? What do you prefer to be called? I'm always struggling pronouncing names, sorry. Not very good at... My imagination is not very good. Oh, that looks so good. Beautiful morning in winter. Thing. I'm not sure when it came out, but for me it's new. So for me it's fancy. Because I don't send letters to you. Not sure if anyone still sends letters these days. That might have been the first letter I ever sent. When I moved here. White tar thingy, that one. I'm actually not sure where that comes from, because these roads I think are from JBX. So, but maybe the tar thing is from Frosty. Maybe it's a mix. So good. Breaking it out. Yeah, everything is digital now. Some didn't. I wonder who that some is. Ah, Zales then. Is good. That makes sense now. Oh crap. Slow down. That was a bit tight. Yeah, that Jake, I know, right? I remember your face when you started trying this engine out, Jack. Beautiful. Very close to the border. Is this Soyuz? I think so. US border to the right, exactly. This is not, although I don't think the sounds are different, because at least in the Detroit diesel the sounds are the same with the tuned or the non-tuned version. I think the tuned is just for the performance of the engine. That's right. We are in Canada, but soon crossing over back to the US, because we're delivering this to somewhere in Idaho. Is it Coeur d'Alene, I think, if I remember correctly. Probably didn't read that right, but you get what I mean. This is the road. Good. Let's try and find our way here. Has anyone tried Trajan 0.2 yet? Can't remember. I remember enjoying that map very much, but I cannot remember anything from it anymore. Sven says it's been 2 years since the last update. So yeah, my goldfish memory doesn't go that far. looking forward to trying it out though. Probably next week I'll make a video on it. Hopefully by then the Volvo FH from Krishbom will be back for 139. Sierra Nevada. Oh yeah, that's true. In the highway from Colorado, right? The one from Denver going west, where you have to stay at 35 miles per hour or something the entire way. That would be interesting. Jake's the entire way. Let's go and not photo, but go switch back to miles. In real life, I wonder how it is when trucks cross over. I guess they wouldn't be able to just switch it as easily as this one, right? So they probably have to rely on their speedometers, their analog speedometers showing both kph and miles. Although I guess their GPS systems would adjust automatically. If it knows that it's in the US, I guess it makes sense that the speed limit it shows there, if there is any speed limit at all, like Waze for example, would use the correct unit of measure. You're fired. Nice name. Happy New Year, man. Thank you. Thanks for the kind words. Hope you have a great New Year as well. Stay safe. Looking into changing your box. You can put it in truck sim or general, either way is fine. You probably won't be able to upload the image directly though. You'll have to pass it through Imager or something. Check out the frequently asked questions channel for more info on that, why that's the case. Yeah, exactly. Changing most of the buttons on the side panel. They're okay, but there's no real feedback to them. A few switches should change that. So you're planning on changing the mechanism underneath the buttons themselves? That's cool. But why would there be no feedback? Aren't those physical buttons anyway? So when you press them, they should be depressing and stuff like that. Is it not tactile enough? I'd like one of those jack side panels, please. It doesn't take space. There could be something like that. That would be great. Let's turn on our night lighting. There you go. It's a bit eerie, but kind of nice. Not overly bright, but gives you a nice view of the cabin. Probably not practical either, but it does look pretty scenic, doesn't it? Also, 1 second. Where's our blue lights? Oh, it's still there. There you go. That was the Jake brakes. Go straight here. Should arrive this month, maybe, hopefully. Has it moved since? Is that the one that's being kept by your brother? Oh, that's okay. finally, with the JBX update, I think the biggest change for me is the compatibility with time zones. So I don't have to turn off the time zones anymore, thankfully. That's something that was a bit of a downer before. Now that's no longer a limitation. Glad he's found a way around it. Cat makes me imagine that cat with the what meme is that? The cat with the bobbing head. Whenever you hear it, this one kind of fits. Feels like a horror movie now in the full moon at the back there. Happy lurking. Oh yeah, I remember this trip. I made this in one silent trucking video, I think. No, I think it had commentary, but it was it was the same dark, like middle of the night drive that we were doing on this same road. I think you can only drive through this road at night. Still here, good. Any rest area coming up? No, I don't see anything. We might actually arrive before we get any rest areas coming up. Guys, going back to reality. For those who are working, when does work start? For those in school, when do classes start? For me, Monday is back to reality day, and it's coming by so quick. My goodness, I was on leave the entire week this week, so I was on vacation from my full-time work. I continued making videos and streaming, so the days were jam-packed. They went by so fast, my goodness. Like I would record a video and the day would be over already, or at least half the day would be gone. So I barely felt my vacation. Went by so quick. Actually sure if I got that downtime I was waiting for. Like I'm still waiting for it to happen. And the vacation is over already. Goodness. Sure thing, Jay. Back to work on Monday. Oh crap. Yeah, same with me. Yeah, Boombox I think has the better approach there. At least you can stay away from Monday, because Monday is the first Monday of the year, and Mondays are hard enough as it is, but coming back from holidays and it being a Monday might be a bit more challenging. So starting it on a Tuesday instead, I think, is a very good move. Unfortunately, I'm out of leave, so I couldn't actually go with that approach. awesome. I'll have a look later, Ryan. Thanks. DIY, goodness. Nice. Is that the town coming up? It's probably the destination. Yeah, that's where we're delivering this thing. I noticed though that even though the Jake brakes on this truck are, well, the sounds are amazing, but in terms of braking power, it's not very strong. Like it sounds strong, but it doesn't really slow you down that much. At least not as much as other Jake brakes do. Not sure what factors are involved there, but I seem to be getting better Jake braking in terms of stopping power in the DD60 series, or it might be the truck, I don't know. But I think it's more engine related. I guess it also depends on what kind of load you're hauling, because if you're hauling something heavy, then it will be harder to stop, I imagine. How do we sleep here? We just pull over like this, so we get better visuals when we wake up. There you go. The lights there as well. Almost out of fuel. Riding that Jake brake hard. Yeah. It's the highlight of this sound mod. Like to keep it on, use it as much as possible. Just don't hit anything. Thank you. Balot to post ko. It's been so long since I ate balot. Goodness. Finally, there it is, the sun starting to peek out. Remember all the things that SCS teased in their last stream. I think they came out with a lot of revelations there. 1.40 definitely is something they have planned for us, the lighting improvements. But what others? Did you guys see that video? I think Rohan also shared it. Like the lighthouse thing. The lighthouse, no, it's not a lighthouse. I think it's a solar powered something. So it adjusts depending on the time of day, and then it highlights also the lighting improvements in ETS2. I didn't quite get it though. Maybe I have to watch it better. Oh, and yeah, SCS also released that 2020 video. Looking back at 2020 video. Nice. They've done so much for 2020. It's amazing. Happy to see that they are keeping at it and really pushing forward despite the challenges. Granted, it's not been such a good year for ETS2, but I think they more than made up for it with everything that we got for ATS. We get 2 DLCs, yeah, Idaho and Colorado, and we got 2 trucks as well, right? Or is it 3? Maybe 2. Western Star and Freightliner Colorado. Along with the other updates. F-Mod was apparently this year as well. It feels, or last year rather, 2020. Feels so long since we had F-Mod in. But yeah, that was pretty challenging as well. Some challenging times with the modding community especially. Thankfully, nowadays, our modders have caught up fully and are being able to maximize the potentials of F-Mod. And that's why we have these kinds of sounds and stuff. Oh, we're close. What does the jake brake do? It slows you down. I'm not so familiar with the mechanisms, but if you're in a car, the braking, that engine braking should be automatic. Jake brake is basically an engine brake. I think the jake in there is the brand, if I remember correctly. With cars, you get engine braking whenever you let your foot off the pedal, right? It's automatic. But with trucks, it's a separate thing. You have to turn it on. So the engine doesn't slow you down by default. You have to have a different switch for it. And that's what the jake brake is. But it's basically an alternative way of slowing down. So you're not wearing out your brakes too much. Your service brakes. And it's especially useful for those long downhill slopes. Oh, looks like we have an interesting random event coming up. That geyser type of thing. Open manhole or whatever you call it. Oh, pretty nice view outside. It's super bright outside, but yeah, because of the tint. It's a bit dark here. I'm actually not sure which I like better. How about you guys? Do you like this kind of brightness or is it too bright for you? Granted, it's not even midday yet. It's only 9 AM. So it will get even brighter. Yeah, it's easier on the eyes with this tint. Just not sure if I'm willing to let go of all that vibrance outside. Like, if you lower the window, you see what I'm talking about, the difference between the tinted and non-tinted lighting. Oops. Like someone messed up. Someone hit the wrong pipe. You wouldn't use your jake brake when going to towns. Normally, that's true. Unless you want to wake everybody up. Yeah, true. For winter, I expect everything should be by default more gloomy. But I'd rather not make that here in the sim. I'd rather have a cheerful winter than simulate it properly. If you have Frosty mod, then you get those proper gloomy mornings. But for me, I'd rather get the bright ones. I'm happy to not be that accurate. Hey fam, how have you been, man? Been a while. What have you been busy with? A new year. You've probably been getting a lot of mentions on Discord with the livery requests and stuff. Sorry about that. Love the new truck sound. Oh yeah. Thanks to Zeemod for that. Oh, beat the red light. Dang it. Beautiful. Jake brake in the tunnel is the ultimate combo. Oh crap. It's a bit tight. Don't hit anything. Thank you. In real life it is so loud like a jackhammer. Closest highway to your house is almost a mile away. You can hear it just like in game. Good for truckers, not good for everyone else. About here. Thank you. Share what? Did I miss something? Welcome back, Jay. I see. I get it now. If anyone wants pizza, there's plenty here. Might be a bit cold. Yeah, that's an overlay. I don't actually see it on my screen. It's mainly for you guys. I wish I could see it on my screen, but it's too inefficient to show it on mine. He'll wake Rohan up. Oh my goodness, there he is. Lurking about. How are you, Rohan? Happy New Year. Pretty close there, huh? How's your New Year's Eve been? Finished with dinner? You guys have fireworks, countdowns? What do you do during New Year? I was actually proud I was able to stay up until 12 midnight last night. I don't do that so often these days. But I think as soon as 12 midnight hit, I was like, Happy New Year. I'm out. I think I made it to 12 midnight. I'm not so sure though. Maybe 11:55. I don't recall it so much anymore. It's too sleepy. About to have some dinner. Enjoy. Happy New Year. Yeah. With all these acronyms, right? I have a hard time keeping up as well. HBD. You guys use HBD too? Happy birthday. About to finish buying games. What did you buy? What's new? I've been playing Red Dead Redemption, Red Dead 2 yesterday. Very nice. Still a bit overwhelming though, to give it some time to seep through with all the things you can do. I tried killing a legendary bear. It mauled me. Like, no chance whatsoever. Oh, this is an interesting parking. I think it's the first time I've seen this. Cool. This isn't ProMods though, so I'm surprised to have more complicated parking than usual. Crap. Oh, that's not going to be healthy for the truck. All the Assassin's Creeds, Max Payne 3 and Metal Gear Solid 5. Wow, someone went shopping. Congrats. Happy New Year. Oh my goodness, the branding is on point. Now, where is that parking slot? I can't even see it yet. Let's jump all the way through here. Did I actually just get myself stuck? Might be in a bit of trouble. Oh, there we go. Okay, let's do this properly. After playing AC2, what's the latest Assassin's Creed? Was it Valhalla? Seems like a pretty nice theme. Not sure if it's any good though. I've only seen a video comparing, I think, the graphics of Red Dead 2 versus Valhalla. I saw it in my YouTube feed, but I didn't watch it. Jurassic World Evolution is free today. Ooh, is that Epic Games? Where the heck are we going? Going there, so turning sharp here. Epic had a lot of free games over the past few days. Epic sure does like their free games. Very nice. I think that might be a bit too much. Yeah, definitely too much. Let's fix that. Hey, thanks for the follow. Why is that shifter so tall? I know, right? Not sure either, but I've seen some real-life truckers have this kind of setup. I was asking a while ago, I'm not sure what the answer is. Why would they set it up like this? Is this ergonomical? Or maybe it just looks cool? I don't know. Assassin's Creed only fans. So Valhalla isn't good. Stranded Deep is okay. Oh, nice, yeah. I think I remember Squirrel playing that quite a bit. Just for looks. Hey Capty, thanks for the follow, appreciate it. Oh, a decent parking finally. No more IKEA problems. Oh, nice. Plus it's more expensive, yeah, maybe at least wait for it to go on sale. Good and bad depending on the person you ask. It looks cool. I like the theme as well. I think. I don't even know much about it. Yeah, maybe when it's 50 off it will be better. What version do I play? I mean ATS, the latest one, 139. Welcome to the stream, by the way. I do want to try. Let's switch back to the DD60 series. Oh, perfect. There's a mechanic right across the street. Because I want to compare and see if I really like the DD60 series better overall. Definitely liking the jake brakes on this one, but let's see. Valhalla is on sale, huh? Is it not that new that it goes on sale already? Nice. Maybe just not as much on sale as other AC games. DD60 incoming, yay! Is that your favorite one still? I think that's still my overall favorite. Although the variety is very much welcome. Yes. Yeah, I think still same for me. I'm going to miss these jake brakes though. They say the updated version of the DD60 series is spot on. I remember people commenting in the videos, saying, even linking YouTube videos from real life to compare how DD60 series from Zeemod sounds versus those real life trucking videos. Okay, so the mechanic should be somewhere there, I guess. I can also refuel as well. All new games are on sale now. Well, not Cyberpunk. Not Flight Sim either. Where's the entrance? Well, I guess we can make any entrance. A Tesla semi-mod. There was someone who made that. Didn't even dare try it out though. Why? Hand you the pizza. No. There you go. If you can reach that, then it's yours. Pepperoni. It went whoosh. Yeah, a Tesla Semi is a perfect excuse to have no sound mod in there. Call a whole flock of reindeer. Oh my goodness. How will Santa get his chariot now? Someone was hunting. Right. Upgrade. DD60 series 515. Is that the biggest one? There is a tuned one, 619. You can go with that. Scotsman won't like the fuel economy, but at least we won't struggle. Yeah, come across a slope. Can't believe that word. Here we go. Ah, yes. The idle sounds definitely this one. Cheating. I don't think I cheated this one. Definitely not intentional. Oh, it also has that wastegate thing, but it doesn't sound like a meowing cat. That one. That sounds better to my ears. Not as scary. It sounds like an engine. It's something from an engine and not something from an animal. Wait a minute, we have to find a job. We can do a short job probably. Still have around 30 minutes. Test this out. Kennewick to Washington, that might work. How about Tacoma? Yeah, let's go with this one. Let's go to the city. Get onto those nice highways. Thanks, Sonoma. Appreciate that, man. Thank you for making it today. I know it's a bit difficult time for everybody with real life commitments and stuff. So appreciate it. Catch you next time, man. Thanks for the support. That sounds a bit new though, that like releasing of the turbo sound. Maybe that's part of a new update. Hey Hasib, Happy New Year, man. Glad you made it to the stream. How are you? Should be New Year there as well now, right? Now how can we make this work? Might need a shortcut. Well, let's go already. Maybe we can just wait for it and drive properly. Was that a Volvo? Whoa. Might have hit the post. May or may not have hit the post there. But the Jakes on this one are no pushover either. This one is more grutty, the cruffiness of the engine sound. New Year ready, nice. Where the heck are we going? 1 second. All the way there. Okay, Home Depot. We'll have to double check if we'll make it to that job though. Yeah, it's still 5 hours before it expires. Okay, we should make it. Oh, that turbo whistle. Now I'm not sure which one I like. I like both of them. It's a very small, it's very close, but I think overall I still like this one. Definitely Zeemod though. Amazing work. Love the sound of the jig. Yes, the highway killer. So they bought. Should be a mod spotlight video later. And the silent trucking video coming out on Sunday. Coffee time. Enjoy. It's either coffee too late or too early, depending on where you look at it. Here we are, Home Depot. I was actually trying to decide whether I would be getting the 389 or the W900 from Jon Ruda. Ended up choosing this one because I miss driving a W900. This one works. Staycation. It's going too fast, man. It's almost done. Didn't even feel it yet. Just been so busy the entire week. No time for downtime, unfortunately. So maybe I'll need another vacation. I guess I can actually look up there for a U-turn slot. Yeah, this looks like a spacious enough area. We'll see. That looks good. So far, barely made it. Phew. Okay, that was close. Because of Cyberpunk. Well, Cyberpunk is downtime. Yeah, just so many things to do, not enough days in vacation. Haven't played Cyberpunk in a couple of days actually. Because I started with Red Dead 2 in earnest. I am hoping for an update on Cyberpunk though. For additional content, hopefully a DLC in the future. Would love to play more of that universe. It's an amazing universe and there's so much potential in there. I hope they continue improving it. Adding more content to it. There's so much you can do with it. So much untapped potential. Customization of the truck. This one? There's plenty of options. Might not be as many as the 389, I think. Not so sure, but yeah, plenty enough for me. Let's cut that guy off. Oh crap. Sorry, stop sign. Yeah, we'll go through more detail in the video later for most of the config options. There is plenty. There even is I can't see it so much, but if you look at the bottom of the truck, there is that subtle blue light. It's like what you see in those fancy sports cars. I don't have time for this. Thank you. And that shifter. That humongous shifter that no one knows why that's humongous like so. Like there is no, I don't know, it doesn't seem like there is any functional benefit to it. Unless it's easier to reach, maybe. Maybe that's it. But it just seems like it would get in the way so much. Filipino driving. Yeah. Old habits die hard. Station. No. Oh, momentum breaker. Fine. Unfortunately not. I don't think any shifter can move in the game because it's not supported. There's no way to synchronize your current shifter or your gear to truck animations. SCS would have to add that functionality first before anyone can do it, I think. This is a new version of the DD60. It does sound a bit different, doesn't it? He was modifying it. He made a complete overhaul when he updated it to 139 officially. Some people didn't like it. And then he continued updating it more. But yeah, I'm not sure if I like the old one better, all in all. But I think this one is more accurate. I think the old one is just gruffier. I don't like it. Yeah, Bla was mentioning he liked the old one better. of New York? I don't know. No, I think I know what you're saying. Can't remember. You're also watching those two. Older version is much better. Oh man. Not sure if it's... The new one might be more accurate though, but maybe accuracy has its downsides, right? Sometimes you don't want it super realistic, you just want it to sound good. Oh yeah, I watched that as well. Soul, I like that. Me and Mrs. Clumsy watched that in the cinema. We also watched Wonder Woman, but didn't like the Wonder Woman at all. I was expecting it to be good because the first one was really good. This sequel, everything just felt off. The dialogue, the acting, the action scenes, the story itself. It was really off. I can't explain it because the first one was so good. Meh. Cummins N14, oh, it was good. We were driving with that until now. Earlier in the stream, the Jake brakes especially. So much better. Actually, I'm starting to miss it now. More than this one. I don't know. Maybe if it's DD series version 2, this one, versus the Cummins N14, I like the N14 better. But if it's versus the version 1 of the DD60, might be that one I like more. Not so sure anymore unless I hear it. I might have to play some of my older silent trucking videos. It's your second favorite too. Yeah, I might have to compare that side by side. Version 1 and version 2 of DD60. Just to get an idea of what changed really. I don't think we can get the old version anymore, unfortunately. Unless Zeemod makes it available, so the only way we can compare it is by watching an older video. Same with you. So older DD, then N14, then newer DD. Head tracker thing. Yeah, just one. Track IR. Track IR comes with two gadgets. The first one is this one, this reflector, which you can put on your cap. And then the other device is the one like the infrared sensor, which detects the reflections. But it's in one package. There is an option to get the Pro version, so instead of getting this reflector, you get the clip, I think, that attaches to your headphones. So if you're a headphones user, you might want to check if it's compatible with that, so you don't need to wear a cap if you're not a cap wearer by default. Like for me, I don't normally wear caps, but for Track IR, I'm happily doing so. Hey Richard. Jon Ruda. Jon Ruda's mod. I think this is 30 USD, 30 originally. But if you buy it on discount, it will be 20 USD. I bought it for 20. I think I made it in time for the sale. guess the sound is not as rough anymore. Maybe that's what we're looking for, huh? With this newer version of DD60. It's a bit more refined, maybe, or there are more sound layers to it. Like you don't hear the pure roughness of the engine because there's so many other things in there, like the turbo whistle, the exhaust, or whatever other layers there are, which makes it more realistic, I guess. But yeah, you don't hear that gruffiness so much anymore. It gets overshadowed by all the other layers. Maybe that's what we're looking for. Whiny. It's too whiny now. It's not gruffy anymore. Maybe that's it. You use headphones with a built-in mic. Ah, nice. Yeah, you might have to look if the Track IR Pro clip, I think it's called, would work for you. Although I think that would be wired. Jack was mentioning there is a wireless version for it. Is that official Track IR, Jack? Is that new? Because I remember, who was it? What's his name? Driver Stein. There you go. He made that wireless by connecting the cable to like a battery pack or something, but it's unofficial. Minus 10 FPS. It is heavier, yeah. Depends on your rig. If your rig can handle the additional models, the additional complexity of the model. But yeah, it's not as optimized as an SCS truck, so your mileage will vary. Ooh, viewpoint. Could have seen that. The Jake brakes are much better though than before, for sure. Crap. Slow down. There we go. Alright, Box. Have a good one. Catch you again soon. Thanks for hanging out. Old DD60 is Barry White. New DD60 is Bee Gees. Oh my goodness. I'm not sure I got the reference. Like, they are familiar. But I don't know how they should sound like. Truck heavier than, you mean in terms of triangles? No, I think I compared that. I think it's a bit lighter. It's almost the same, so I don't think you will notice any difference in FPS with the classic. Although yeah, there is kind of a mystery in the video. I shared that mystery, so maybe someone can help me with it. Even though the triangle count of this truck is very plentiful, I can say, when you're driving itself here, it still feels smooth. Like, some optimization might have been done inside the truck, which you don't see if you're in the truck config, but you get it when you're actually driving. I can't quite explain it. But yeah, you guys can help me out later when you watch the video. It's called the 3080. That might be the one. True. That might be the secret ingredient. Might get the head tracker. Yeah. Sounds good, Orion. That's what I did as well. I started with a wheel and then saved some money for the head tracker afterwards. Wheel is definitely top priority. Also, it would depend. Some people don't like the feeling that the head tracker gives. So might want to check that one out as well. There are cheaper alternatives too. Like I think there is now an app on your phone for iOS and Android that can detect your face, and I think it does it very well. So that might be an alternative. I'm not sure what the name is though, but yeah, there are alternatives aside from TrackIR. There's also Tobii Eye Tracker, which I think can be expensive, more expensive, but you don't have to wear anything as a headgear. It will detect your eyes and your face. JBX doesn't have an impact on FPS as far as I know. Yeah. 3080 Ti soon. Right now, if the 3080 Ti only improves the VRAM, I don't think you'll experience any benefit from it. Because I hardly am using up the entire 10 gigs. But for future games, that might be more where it will be useful. More future-proofed, I guess. Pro Clip will be better for glasses wearers. That's a good point, because it reflects. The glasses reflect and get tracked by the infrared stuff, or yeah, the reflections. Never thought of that. Good point. Hey, DD Warrior. Oh, nice name. Is that for Detroit Diesel? Or does that DD stand for something else? Starts all over again. 4080, 5080. I know, right? Never ending battle. 3090 definitely future proofing for 5 to 6 years. Maybe not. It's definitely future proofing your wallet for future purchases for 5 to 6 years. Yeah. Your glasses do get captured by it. I see. Have you tried tweaking the setting? Because I remember there is a sensitivity setting, so you can reduce the false positives basically, so it doesn't detect those wrong reflections as much. There is a slider you can tweak and it helps a bit, but it's not foolproof. If the reflection is too immense, it will still capture it. But it helped for me. I think it's in the third tab. It's in the last tab of the settings. It's like a sensitivity or something. If you slightly turn the wheel, it slightly turns in game. Yes, it should be 1:1. So if you got the wheel with the 900-degree steering, it should be 1:1 with the steering wheel. Like you see how I do the minor corrections. If you move the steering wheel small, then it will also move very small. And that's exactly what I wanted. Why I wanted the steering wheel, to drive it very naturally. Because like with the keyboard, right, the steering is very fidgety, like that, very fidgety. Even with the controller, it's not super smooth, but with the steering wheel, you can have smooth settings like so. Did I get on the right exit? I think so. Behind Natural Looks website down. Well, I guess that means it's the end of natural lux, unfortunately. But who knows? We have been creating conspiracy theories that Kirill is now part of SCS and he's the guy behind the 1.40 update. One can wish. Who knows, it might be true. We will see. Sliders help, but the wall next to you is a full window. Ah, I see. Yeah. True. Yeah, I can imagine. So, does that problem go away if you use the track IR, the clip, the Pro? You won't need to rely on reflections anymore? That makes sense. Payment was stopped for hosting the website. Yeah, exactly, Orion. That was my main reason for getting a wheel as well. Or those minor adjustments. Kirill working in SCS. Yeah, it wouldn't be so far-fetched, right? He has been pretty quiet. Maybe you can't say it. And SCS has been known to recruit other people from different countries. So geography shouldn't be a limitation. Maybe. And Rohan is still a Piva hater. It tracks the infrared light so it won't pick up any other glare or reflections. Ah, I see. Cool. And you mentioned something about wireless jack. Is there a wireless version of it now? Or is that more of a, like a DIY or a third-party solution? .40, which might be the handiwork of Kirill if he is part of SCS now. Yeah, could be too. That could also be a reason, Jay. True. Privacy stuff. Although with Sissel, did Sissel reveal his real name, or is that his real name? I always thought it was like a code name. Third party, ah, I see. But it's wireless, that's cool. Yeah, I heard that the track clip from TrackIR itself is not the best quality. I've heard a lot of complaints about it being fragile and that there are third-party clips that are better. That might be one of them. Interior light error. Which one do you mean, Richard? Speaking of interior light, let's open that. There you go. Bit of interior lighting. Let Jack share a link so Nightbot can time him out to revenge for when he times me out on his channel. No, I think Jack is allowed to post links here though, so he won't get timed out. They have fixed that. Ah, okay, so it was just a bad batch. I see. It's great to hear. Is asking for that Amazon link from Jack. There you go. Dang it, Nightbot. Why aren't you working? How did you turn it on? It's part of the Jon Ruda mod. Have to put an interior light, and then you use the beacon key binding to turn it on. Default key is O. But you have to assign it as a part first in the config. Walks away. Nightbot loves you. Yeah, that's how it looks like. It's like you guys have an agreement. Which sound is he making next? I have no idea. Changes Nightbot settings. I hope it's a DAF. Fancy blue underlight there, or whatever you call it. Perfect for those show trucks. Time's up. Still 10:59 for me. Still have time. I doubt we'll get to park this by then, but we'll make it work. Oh, not the best at parking today. There's so many wrong things here. Can we still make that work somehow? Sure thing, Hasib. Thanks for joining, man. Come on, there we go. I'll leave it like that. 11 a.m. hype. Oh, best parking ever. I'll take it. Awesome stuff. Cheating? Not if the game tells it it's okay. Blame the game, not the gamer. Alright. Have a good one, everybody. Thanks for joining me on this awkward sked. Happy New Year. Looking forward to 2021 with you guys. In the meantime, let's catch up on Discord. Let me know what new goodies you find. Have a great day. Great night. Happy New Year. Unsub. Alright. Clumsy trucking, guys. Catch you on Discord, okay? Thanks and bye-bye.